Hey guys, I decided to come on for like an hour. I got my homework in on time, child. I had until 11:59, and it's like I'm always pushing at the buzzer. So I'm glad I got that out the way. Um, I'm kind of wired up. I don't know why, but I am kind of wired up. So what's going on? Um, I don't know why my StreamYard look weird. Hey, Clarinetta. I was just getting on for a few minutes, as they say, to shoot the shit. I just finished turning in an assignment. Like I was just saying, I'm always pushing the buzzer. I be waiting to the last minute to finish up those assignments because I have to have them in by 11:59 on the due date. So I barely got it in. I need to check. Let me check my school email to see if my theater teacher. I'm waiting for other people to come in. I was just over there on Hitter's channel, and I thought about, let me finish. Let me get my schoolwork in before I get a zero. Hold on, let me see if my teacher sent me an email. Hmm. No, not yet. Hey, Miss Sherry. I ain't have anything to talk about. I said I was gonna stay on for like 30 to 45 minutes. I just wanted to get on. I know I got on early this morning. I was looking at it, really ain't, because if I was getting ready to buy some shoes, but I was like, nah, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I don't need to buy no shoes. I really don't. Um, I wanted some sandals. Oh Lord Jesus. Yeah, these people gone crazy. I promise you. Let me see. I was looking at, they was talking about a Memphis tax preparer indicted for false returns tampering. The owner of a Memphis tax preparation business was indicted by a federal grand jury. Selma Brinson, 64, is accused of preparing false returns to generate inflated tax returns for clients and tampering with witnesses in the government investigation. The U.S. the U.S. Attorney D. Michael Donovan said Brinson allegedly reported false fuel tax credit and false claims for residential energy credit on clients' returns, amongst other false items. She receives she received hundreds of thousands of dollars for clients. After Brinson tax preparation business was expelled from the IRS electronic filing program, she allegedly had a family member apply for a new electronic filing number and continue processing tax returns. Brinson allegedly encouraged at least two of her clients to tell investigators they did not recall their interaction with her after she learned she was the target of a federal investigation. Brinson is charged with 24 counts of aiding and assisting preparation of false tax returns and 2 counts of witness tampering. If convicted, she faces maximum penalty of 3 years in prison for each count that could total up to 20 years. Oh my freaking God. Y'all, hey Teresa. Y'all, these people are not playing. I told y'all, food stamps. The Trump administration has a hit on identity thefts. Okay, because a lot of people, and I think and this is what I personally feel. I personally believe that he's going after everybody that even the doctors that he feels like is um, getting frauded Medicare. Even if you are self-employed and you kind of misrepresent how much you're making so that you can get some cheap Medicare or whatever it is. But I think he feels like he's going after everybody because he feels, I believe, that a lot of foreigners are getting the Medicare. I think he's just hitting everybody because he's hitting the minority nurse practitioners and doctors, saying that they are overcharging Medicaid and Medicare. He feels he's going after you see the prosecutors, the federal prosecutors dropping a lot of indictments, and this is like all across the board, in every state, for identity thefts, especially I'm telling you, they food stamps, um what is it, food stamps, Medicare, um it's something else. Oh, it said how many people get food stamps, and then I know a lot of people get food stamps and sell them. um that's always been illegal. Thing about it is, the children, the kids, um and what else? um he just got to hit out on anybody that he feels like is, I know with identity thefts. I think he feels like I think he feels a lot of foreigners are starting to steal people's identities. But I mean, it's more black people that's doing it. So a lot of them getting knocked down, which I don't give a damn. Okay. Um, but I believe that he personally thought it was more foreigners, but it's really more black people that do identity thefts. Hey, Angel, the real boss. Yeah, and here's the thing, and I'm not trying to justify it or anything because there's no justification. But you think about in impoverished households, okay, especially if they're only getting some type of AFDC, there will be some type of welfare check or something, right? You heard me praying this morning. I know, right? I got on this morning, and I really got on to like got on early because I was up. Because y'all know I be up real early every morning. So I have to let the puppies out. And so I got on. I was like, I'm gonna let everybody know I'm getting ready to. I logged on. I was like, I'm letting everybody know I'm getting ready to, do my prayer. To tune in to my praying line. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put that up. And I was on there. Somebody got on at like 6. I need to put Central Time. And so, anyways, so when I logged on Facebook. The first thing I see is a notification that's the person had made a post, right? They called themselves, made a post about me. They came up. I thought the person was blocked up on one of the pages. I saw where the person had made another little channel, whatever, was coming in the chat. I didn't even say nothing. But this time they had another channel, I guess, with the same name that I blocked before, and they wrote up on the a video, that video, that I did on Onan. Okay, they wrote up on that video like blah 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 blah. It pissed me off. It really did. It pissed me off real bad. But then what he tried to do was he deleted it, but I still got the notification. It was still in my notifications, even if the comment is deleted. I still can read it in my notifications, and I was able to read it. And I mean, that wasn't nothing but the devil though, because I hit the roof. I was so freaking mad. Yes, I'll be back on tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all tune in at 7 o'clock in the morning if you're up, so we can do 15 minutes of prayer. And what we do is we pray for healing, prosperity, and all of that. We come into agreement. So if y'all think about it, make sure y'all tune in. But yeah, this morning it totally went left because it made me mad. It really did, and I should not. That was just the devil. I should not have allowed it to make me mad because, I mean, I think each and everybody. Yes, it's real prayers. It is. It's real prayers, it's working. God says where 2 or 3 agree, He will be in the midst. Okay. The devil tried to step in this morning because I had got mad. Um, about people trying to say something to me about them, about Onan. Y'all know how I feel about him. And it really upset me that I'm supposed to tiptoe around him, or I mean, I said allegedly. I don't know if it happened or not. But I also made it clear that if it did happen, I wouldn't care if it happened. What's up, theater? I made it clear that I would not care. I did not care. That's why I don't understand why Chattown Finest. I don't know what was going on with him. But he's a meddler. Why he felt the need to make another page and come into up under and come and comment up under my video, messing with me. I don't bother Chattown Finest. So I don't know why. I don't know what be going on with him. Sometimes he had them little outbursts. I don't know what be going on with that man, but when I logged in this morning and saw that, it pissed me off. Yeah, that's what had me on 10 this morning. It pissed me off. Yeah, other channels were talking about it too, but they want to mess with me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Everybody be wanting to tangle with the queen. Okay. But I ain't gonna be able to come down off my throne and jump off my high horse no more. Throw slop with these damn pigs. Okay. But yeah, other channels were talking about it too. And I did say allegedly. I did. I said allegedly. And I really tried to be nice about it. I said I hate it happen. But God didn't like that. God didn't like me saying that because, I mean, it was a lie. I wouldn't give a damn if it happened. Really. He probably is. What's up, chocolate? He could be. I don't know. But anyways, it had me up. It pissed me off. He said he was gonna sue Cold Figure. want to pull up what Coat Figure has said. I'm gonna pull up Coat Figure video. Y'all know I like Coat Figure. Coat Figure, real man for real. Let's see. Y'all, where is what's her name? What's my girl name? I have not seen the interview. She Johnson. Where is she Johnson? Hold on, let me see, you guys. When I don't see people in here for a long while, I get to wondering about them. I'm like, okay, no, he on right now. I normally put stick their head in from time to time. Oh Lord, they go. Oh. It's some people. When I look at them, they trigger me.
Come on, y'all. Y'all just like, what the hell going on? Cook. Some old man TV followers, y'all might be upset with old King Y. We reported on a story that was done by another news program, Cloud Up the Dun. So Cloud Up. Miss Lowdown, salute. Now I see Mr. Mary had touched on it a little bit. Salute to Mr. Mary. I like all those programs. That Young Dolph blogger, very controversial. Young Dolph blogger, Onan TV, who was locked up, I think, for 32 years for shooting, was not defamation, is for shooting a 20-year-old baby. Lord have mercy. That he was dating. Is that defamation? Onan, was you dating that 20-year-old that you shot? Or that a conspiracy? We reported that allegedly Onan was great behind bars. And we said that's sad, very sad. If the man was raped by 4 perverts, if they raped sick individuals. And Onan TV allegedly, because I seen somebody was in my comments, it was Onan, so I got respond. That I was getting sued. I lost no sleep. I even laughed a little bit. I said, oh man, how pathetic. That's what I said. But listen, I said, you know what, this is who he is. Let's just listen to a little bit of this guy real quick.
Just like everybody else. And we can't get into details or the specifics about this case. And I don't want to get into the details of the specifics about this case. I just want to let all y'all know that I miss y'all. Y'all my fans. Stay tuned. Stay on the page. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all keep y'all memberships because we are coming back. And we will be back. But sometimes this is the price you got to pay when you solving crimes out here or you just telling the world the truth.
So you on that TV, you want your people to keep their memberships. You got sentenced to 32 years. Now you need them to keep their memberships to that channel because you fighting this goddamn case. This the price you got to pay for telling the truth. What a bunch of BS, brother. I mean, this what you want to do? Is this what you wanted to do? This what you wanted? Because when I blogged about your no good predatory behind at a skating ring, nigga, you is pathetic, fam. You pathetic. I'll let you make it that first video. Because I said, I ain't going to kick a man when he down. But who you suing who? When I reporting on some nigga, as many leads you ran with blogging about Dolph, you got the nerve to say somebody defamed you, nigga. You said young Dolph wife probably had something to do with getting him killed, nigga, and you want to sue somebody? You don't remember when you was talking about Dolph's wife? Probably in on his murder, and you ran with that. Somebody defaming you though, nigga, you must be out of your mind. Child abuser. Had a nerve. That defamation, you abused the child, nigga. There you goddamn shoot a baby at a skating rink. Everybody going along with you sick. And a bunch of twisted, satanic, demonic individuals. that deserve for you to hustle them and scam. Yeah, y'all keep y'all memberships because this the price I gotta pay. Yeah, when you shoot a 20-year-old baby, and it gets worse for niggas like you. Let me tell you something. Man, I have one time looked up your case. One time looked into it, what prison you was in. Any of that, nigga. You don't want me looking into what prison you in, nigga. You don't want co-figure looking into what prison you in. What the fuck you taking a suit? The fuck you mean? You in Atlanta? You in Georgia? Nigga, please. I know some niggas in there need some commissary. Christmas will come soon. Bad news will beat you home, little nigga. You a little on the totem pole, you little motherfucking finesse. Now, let me tell you something, bro. I have spared you so much because you just was a confused finesse who I didn't have time for. Now I'm a community activist who really in my community, helping the community. Everybody know that. Sitting down with the mayors, the police chiefs, the city of commerce, the politicians trying to get things done to help my community, bro. I don't have time for the BS. The only reason I was blogging about Dolph because that was to me as a community activist, I didn't like them killing a humanitarian who was giving back. I couldn't stand niggas like you who was there trying to fleece the people. How do I know? Look at your no good ass. Y'all keep y'all memberships. Nigga, have you once fell on your knees and asked the Most High to forgive you, nigga, for what you done shooting that baby? You too worried about these people out here keeping their memberships. They memberships for what? To hear more of your lies? You telling these people that, hold on, I can't talk about everything that happened with the case. Nigga, you should have been just letting them know you messed up. You guilty as you is guilty, brother. You shot a 20-year-old baby, my nigga. Now, I personally don't give a damn who follow you. I don't give a shit, nigga. But what I will tell you is, nigga, anybody who can follow a nigga like you, who pretend like you more worried about Dolph than worried about getting some justice for your son, they deserve to be finessed, nigga. They deserve to keep their memberships. You little buster. When that shit hit the, I'm the one make you took your mask off. I heard somebody say, Compton, you know damn well it's Cup Figure who told you take that mask off when you speaking to a man, nigga. You want to talk to court, don't talk to me with no mask on. You had a mask on until you bumped into y'all mean. You dropped a video by me, my video was take that mask off when you talking to a real man, nigga. This ain't no WWF match. The hell you think this is, nigga? This ain't wrestling. Take that mask off, boy. This ain't Halloween, nigga. Men got stuff to say to men. We lock eyes with one another. You took the mask off, nigga. Good. Now let's talk. Then there wasn't nothing else to say. Boy, I had all of that information about the death of your, was that your grandson? Or your son? Which one? I had all that information. I ain't looked through them while, but I had all that information was sent to me. And I was disgusted that you was blogging about Dolph and hadn't gave 5 minutes to ask the world to help you solve your cold case murder. You acting like you had all that energy to see what happened to Dolph. No energy to see what happened to your goddamn flesh of your flesh, blood of your blood. You was a fraud, nigga, and I knew it then, but guess what? I'm a real man. I don't have time to decide, you know what? I'm not going to sit there and hit that man with that. But when it came out, it did hit you. You bounced back. You took it on the chin, but nigga, everybody knew you was a pathetic nobody then. Your loved ones done been murdered. You talking about somebody else's loved one been murdered? You blogging all day about somebody else and you have a cold case file right next to you. But what's so crazy was when they was acting like you did it. Like, damn, is that why this nigga stayed away from that story? This can't be. I know he's a sick, twisted, mentally unstable individual, and this was before you shot that 20-year-old. We already knew. This was before. I say, damn, that's the ultimate humiliation. Nigga online blogging all day, act like they want justice for Dolphin. Never once mentioned I got a cold case file because I'm gonna blog half a day about Dolphin and half about mine. My life, do y'all mind? How about I give a couple of hours to my cold case file? How about that? 0 hours to yours. All day long about Dolph. Nigga, that's fake. That's fraud, nigga. Phony like you. But everybody was down with that. They faking fraud and phony too. So it's means of faking fraud and phony people. Yeah, you can fill up your chat with phonies. Some people just interested about Dolph genuinely. They didn't really give a shit what happened in your life. And you didn't give you was cool. Y'all don't want to know, and I don't want to talk about it. Dolph, there's justice for Dolph. Faker. Little nigga, I already knew. I had already got sent the video of you getting shot in your car at that club. I had already been sent that video. I could have been dropped that video, nigga, and asked you some serious questions. I seen you get out your car, walk into that club. I seen the shooter walk right to the door, stalk you. I seen you leave out the club. I seen the shooter follow you. Imagine that, bro. Imagine I seen you getting gunned down at that club. And then I knew the story. I knew the story they saying. Allegedly, you got hooked on the supply from the supplier. And you had to go. I knew that story, bro. Yeah, they saying you was on. What was you on? What drug was it? I don't know. You was suing me for the wrong drug. Was you on drugs? Huh? Was you a junkie? Was you on that stuff, man? Did you have that monkey on your back, Jack? Am I defaming you, little nigga? I mean, you only come up to my knees. You understand that? You online woofing about all these other cats. What about the people who tried to kill you at that club, bro? Was you not going to give them no attention? I mean, all of your fans, they could have helped you solve that cold case. I mean, we see the shooter, bro. You could have ran some lives on who's this guy who shot me? You stalked me. You tried to take me out. But I'm here, I'm alive. I'm Tupac. Huh, nigga? Don't you rap? Shh. You tried to keep that quiet. You didn't want nobody to know that allegedly you got high on your own supply. I've seen that a lot. You become a junkie, allegedly. I've seen that a lot. Somebody came to make you pay. They try to get rid of you, boy. I mean, anybody can see the video, bro. You going into that club, then they follow you in that club, stalking you, seeing where you at, and saying, we got this little nigga. Then go and sit in the car, park their car right next to the car you got out of and waited on you to come out the club, waited on you to get in your car, and then pop, 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 pop. How many shots was it? You made it. But you never blogged about that. You wanted justice for Dolph. You don't want no justice for yourself. See, this thing that confused me. I would want justice for myself before I want justice for anybody. See, now we have a couple of situations. One, your son or was it your grandson? One of them was murdered in cold blood. Family members blame you. People say you done it for insurance. Bro, that's sick. This ain't defamation. That's what was said. I think even the cat from Dallas, Sko, I think he even had your baby mama on his show. I think her side of the family is so disgusted with you. They hate your guts. They say you was a demon. Shame. So here you didn't get no justice. You didn't come on here and try to get no justice. You had all these fans wanting to get justice. You on here talking about stick to the case. What case, nigga? The case of your loved one getting murdered? Or the case of them trying to murder you for running off with the pack and getting high off your own supply and having that monkey on your back, Jack? Trying to shape being a fiend. You know what I mean? You want them to stay. Do you want justice for that? Do you want us to find out who did that to you? Fuck. I'll find out. Do you want us to find out who tried to murder you, bro? Because when them people called me, when them people contacted me, the people with the information, and send me the video and the details, boy, I put it in my files and just left it there. They know that. They like, ooh, they looking at it like, ooh, boy, they was waiting. I've been at that. 5, 6, I've been at that. But I'm a community activist. I'm taking care of the community. I have times for little confused, misguided niggas like you. Even though I knew you was a problem. Now that baby, 20-year-old baby got shot down, gunned down. Because damn, a 50-year-old man like you hang around the skating rink. You don't think that's a problem? And none of your friends think that's a problem? None of your members think that's a problem that this nigga hang around skating rink? Where your granddaughters, your daughters, your grandchildren is at? Are y'all out of y'all mind? Maybe so. Thousands of insane people around here. Millions. Defamation. Nigga, is any of this the truth, little nigga? Boy, please. A lot of y'all mean fans in Atlanta, in Georgia. A lot of court figure people mess with Big Cook, boy. Turn them on to my YouTube channel, boy. They watch my YouTube channel. Something dangerous, a lot happening there, boy. Now, allegedly, you were raped. I pray that's not true. I hope that you wasn't raped. You got 32 years, bro. I don't want them years to be, because you already abused a child. You have already shot that baby for no reason at all. There's a lot of people in there miss their daughters. A lot of people that never got to go to the daddy-daughter dance. They didn't get to be there for their first date. Missed their first kiss. Didn't get to teach them how to ride their bicycles. Or tell them, hey, stay away from that guy. I don't like that guy. Only the way they can redeem themselves is to discipline some young punk who was out here abusing young women that remind them of their daughters or their nieces or their granddaughters. A lot of grandfathers in there never got to be around their granddaughters. Then here you come. You damn near their age. You abusing a baby at a skating rink. Once they a skating rink, eyes gonna get bloodshot, red as this shit. Saying, yeah, is a predator. What is he doing at the skating rink where the babies come to? It just so happened that a baby gets shot. Yeah. Them brothers in there already know what to do about that type of stuff. They already know that got to be taken care of. The trash got to get thrown out. And no way in hell no nigga like that can have no say in no prison. Can be acting tough. Can be pretend like they somebody they ain't, nigga. And you in here for a baby being murdered. When you was in the streets, you talking about you the number one dog blogger, nigga. You was scared to get justice for your child. Them inmates need to know that your loved one was murdered and you scared. Nigga try to kill you, gun you down, murder you. And you did nothing but run and flee and hide out. And they talking about your asses in witness protection for so long. But you the number one dog blogger, right, nigga? Man, bro, niggas like me don't take you serious. Oh, man, we don't, bro. But niggas like me get pissed when you try to pop up and yell, hey, yeah, I'm way up here, you down here yelling at a giant. Nigga, need to clean your plate. You hear me? Coffee. Follow me.
Shout out to Coat Figure.
Cool.
Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Coat Figure. Okay. Coat Figure is saying that Conan wants to sue him. Okay. I would think that he would have bigger fish to fry. Being in jail for 30-some years. I don't know if he's going to do up to, what they say, up to 30-something years. Right? So I don't know if that means he could get out before then. That's the max that he could do, or they're going to make him do the whole 34. But he ended up hitting up several people. None of them lost their life. Allegedly, that's what was in the paperwork. Okay, so, I don't know. But hey, he still got, people that follow him. I guess they still support his channel, so that I guess to help him out with commentary or something like that. Might even have some trying to help, pay for lawyers and stuff. Who knows? Um, but what I do know is that a lot of those people that was over there on that channel, they had a big thing about trolling folks. Emotionally unstable. You're emotionally unstable when you cannot respect what someone does in their own house. And I consider my channel to be my house. This is it's my channel. So, um, I mean, I have a right to say what I want. But what was so weird to me is that some of the people that was criticizing me, I didn't see them going to nobody else's channel criticizing them. And not saying that I wanted them to, because I'm not saying that I wanted them to. I'm just saying the extent of how twisted, people can be as it relates to certain things. So, I mean, he got 33 years, so I guess he feel like, I don't know. If the people was really wanting to try to help him, they ought to start a prayer group for him. But instead, I think it's killing some of them because they want to do all that trolling and everything that they was doing before, harassment of people, and they they ain't got him to lead the pack. Okay, they needed him to get on his channel. Some people like that drama. I don't know how. I couldn't have dealt with that. You get to thinking about a lot of the stuff that was happening, and not just on his channel, but a lot of people. Like, what does even with like what did exposing other vloggers have to do with Young Dolph? We already know that he could not solve the Young Dolph case. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And then like none of us could solve it. Not unless you was out there, not unless you was a part of the plot and knew what happened. The only thing that we could do was vlog on it. And the only thing that we could do was just vlog on the case. And I, I for him and probably like for a lot of other people, the Young Dolph case was his bread and butter. Okay, because he talked about this is the one thing that he has done right. And he did have the gift of gab. He was very animated. And he stood and he used his channel as his bully pulpit. And a lot of people wanted to be a part of it for some reason. They wanted his acceptance. And so they just kind of did whatever it was that he said do. To include harass other people. But my thing is, why not be on your channel, do your thing on your channel, tell your lies. You had the people, he had quite a few people that was dedicated to following him, and leave other people alone. But he couldn't do that for some reason. So he couldn't do that. So hey, I think with the energy that he put out into, you have to be careful about the energy that you put into the atmosphere. It has a way of doubling back. It doubles back and double down. So yeah, it doubles back and double down. So Be quiet, Remy. But like I said, when I did the video, I mean, I wasn't there. I think I said that. I didn't really, when I thought commentated on it, I didn't think no more of it, and still don't care. Okay, I still don't. I know a lot of people were saying, I hope it didn't happen to him. Um, hopefully it didn't happen. I wouldn't wish that up on him. I don't wish it up on him. I don't wish that up on him. But if it happened, I don't give a damn. I wouldn't care if it happened or not. And I mean, I'm just being real about it. Okay. But no, I don't wish it up on him. But if it happened, I don't care. Why should I? Anyways. But anyways, that's that on that. I tell you. I think people have to understand you have to reap what you sow. I be saying sometimes, when people get it, people have it really bad about doing evil things, and then they get to talking about how the devil is messing with them. A lot of times stuff happens to people, not all people, but a lot of people, because of the energy that they put it into the atmosphere. No, that's not the guy that say, "Oh man." No, that's not the guy. And it's funny too, because people start. I don't know what his tagline was. I don't know what his tag. I don't know what his tagline was. I mean, his folks in his chat was doing him so good. He went and recorded a song, "Gang." That was the hook, "Gang." He was rapping, "Gang." A bitch ass nigga, gang. I said, well, I remember. I remember I listened to it. I said, well, it's something about when he said that gang that gave the use away. Okay, it gave certain ways that when people using is how they say stuff. And when he did gang, I said, yeah, that gives it away right there. That gives it away. It's heavy. It's heavy, I tell you. But hey, he in the gang. I said, yeah, yeah, he gone. If he just had not put that hook on there, gang, he might could have got. He might could have got back. Oh my God. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord. I tell you. Ooh. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh Lord Jesus. He should have been saying orangutan. That's what he said. Orangutan. That's what it should have been saying. Oh my God. Y'all, that man put me through a lot because I was grieving. I was grieving when that man was messing with me and wouldn't stop. And then after he found out my dad had passed away, they started harassing me. And I thought about today. I said, Lord, but no, I was ready to say because when they were sending me them messages, I just thought about. I don't know what came to my mind today. Something said, what if it wasn't him? What if it was Orange Man Quit? I mean, I thought about it. I was like, no, I don't think it was Orange Man Quit. Because I thought about the girl that that I had to have sent to jail. He when she sent me a message, she was sending y'all, she was sending me. They had a hacker. They hacked my account and deleted the messages that she was sending me. But I think on that particular email, I didn't have a authenticator on there at that time. And she said the same thing to me. Remember when you talked about Mr. Onan's son, and then the next year your daddy died. Karma a bitch, ain't it? He told her to say that. And I never talked about that man's son. But that's the extent of the evilness. She said, last year you talked about Onan's, Mr. Onan's son. This year your daddy dead. I said, last year you was free, bitch. This year you going to jail, hoe. And she went to jail. I got sick of her harassing me. Anyways, they pulled the emails. That lady used to email me over in the middle of the night, early in the morning. Like, it was sad. When they pulled her, when they subpoenaed Google, because they thought they had deleted the emails. They subpoenaed Google, and Google said MPD 500 over 500 emails that lady had. It only had the lady doing it. He had her doing it. This is really sad. That's true, Baha. That's so true. Gang. I'm telling you. Yes, people are so devilish. They are. They're so devilish. And he lied, like I talked about his children. I never talked about his kids. He got mad at me because he knew that I had unmasked him. When I say that, I found out who he was when he had that mask on. Because he thought he was gonna be able to stay behind that mask and harass everybody. And I think people had started trying to figure out who he was. And when I saw that he was gonna come at me, I was like, he's gonna be a problem. Because he was talking about, yeah, we give folks stage 4 cancer. You know, it's easy for people to do stuff when they think that you don't know who they are or whatever. And I had somebody to see who he was. And I looked when I looked him up, um it's funny because I saw that charge. And I was like, maybe it's not for him. Because when I read the report, I saw where um he had shot this Asian guy and all that. It was just weird. What's up, Tyranny? I I didn't want no parts of that man. It's so funny. I did not want no parts of him. I really just wanted him to leave me alone. And he just wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't. All right. So where are they gonna station him at, Tyranny? Does he know yet? Tell your son I said congratulations. Oh Lord, I hope they don't send him overseas. Hopefully this war will be over with soon. I hope. I just really do hope so. Hmm. Um. Yep. I tell you. I guess he's trying to say in his on this phone call that he was solving the Young Dolph case, and that's why they put him in jail or something. Child, I tell you. Oh my God, y'all! It was so beautiful today or yesterday. It was so beautiful, and it's 72 right now. I wonder what's gonna be the high tomorrow. Let me see. If it's 72 right now, um, Looks like it's going to be 68. Yeah. It's going to be, the high is going to be 68. So that's not too bad. Oh, yeah, that's true. Tax preparation extensions. Yeah. I don't be I don't get excited about tax season no more. I don't get anything really. I don't, you know what? I don't see how the people, I was talking to somebody about that. I was like, dog, I don't know how people be playing with the government with the taxes. I'm talking about with embellishing on their tax returns. They used to just, I think they used to make you pay it back. Now, now what they're doing is they look like to me they indicting folks and the tax preparers. So, because they look like they indicted a tax preparer. Mm-mm. If I don't get but $1 back, okay, that's fine, child. Just just give me my $1. I don't want you to embellish nothing. Even if I have to pay in a little bit of something, I don't care. At least I don't have to be bothered with the government. It's not worth it. Hmm. Anyway, y'all. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so wired up tonight. I didn't take no nap today or nothing. Yeah, it was such a beautiful day. This is the type of weather that you go walking in. It's good to go walking and stuff in. I done started taking my braids down. I guess I'll finish taking them down. Oh my God, I need to. Yeah, I'll finish taking them down tomorrow because I need to be at the beauty shop Saturday. I'm gonna get my own hair clipped and stuff. Get my ends and stuff clipped. Get some color. I've been trying to decide what color I want in my real hair. I gotta get color because I got more and more grays coming in, child. I went a long time without a lot of grays. Now I got quite a bit of grays coming in. So I need to go get a color, not a rinse. I want a color. I want like a permanent color. I think I like browns. I think I'm gonna get a brown. And you guys, I'll start back I'm gonna start back going over to the 1 day a week. I'm gonna start going over to the bonding company. It's getting ready to get hot, so I'll be over at the bonding company 1 day a week, if it's God's willing, Lord. So I get thinking about, oh Lord, oh. But 1 day for 8 hours is not. Well, it depends on what day I go. It depends on what day I go. I be looking at those. I be looking at those bounty hunters. They crazy. They really are. They crazy. I need to stretch. Oh, I need to stretch before I do my leg lifts. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I need to do my exercise before I go. Maybe it'll get me sleepy because I am so not sleepy. Maybe if I do my exercise, it'll get and I stretch and stuff. School is going so good. School is going so good. I'm so proud of myself for sticking to it, for being dedicated. I think when I was going to school all those years before and I was not finishing, it was because my priorities was like being a mother. Although I have to be honest, I had a lot of help, as far as like keeping them, um, because my mom or my granddaddy or my grandmother or my sister would help me, with the kids. So um I didn't have to worry about leaving them with I wasn't gonna do that anyways. I was not gonna do it. I don't think kids should be I don't I'm just really finicky about people that'll drop their kids off anywhere. I got my friend's son to watch my kids. He a teenager. I don't think that's a good idea. And he could be a good child, but I just don't think it's a good idea. So, um, that was one of the things like when I injured my hip at the Memphis Police Academy, I was devastated. And because I was about to graduate. We was like 6 or 7 weeks from graduation. I had passed the hardest parts. Most girls fell out at the range. I passed the range and the law. I wonder if Mr. Hall probably dead now. He was a law teacher and he made things so complicated, but we took good notes and stuff. We had a study group, me and some of the other recruits, and I injured my hip. There was a 6 foot wall out at the academy. A lot of times they break your body down so that they can build it back up, right? They break you down real bad. It is so stressful. And closer to the end, we would be going trying to get over the wall and stuff. And I ended up coming down on when I got over the wall, got myself over the wall. I came down on my leg on just the wrong way and injured my hip. And you could only miss 2 days at the academy. You could only miss 2 days. Which was I think 16 hours. So what I was doing, I was taking pain pills, and one day, um, of course, Michael Rollins was the he was the We had gone up to the range, and he was the range, um, what's the commander? This is before he became director. He was the range commander. He was paying me close attention. He was like, "What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong with your leg?" I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Don't lie to me. Is something wrong with your leg?" And I was hopping. I left home and forgot to take my I believe it was ibuprofen or something I was taking, because I didn't want them to know I had injured myself. And he was like, "You got to go to the emergency room." Now, actually, one of the other guys, um, yeah, one of the other guys had, he was like, I had noticed it. I forget the guys' name. They was really nice at the range. And and so the emergency room doctor took me off for 5 days. Took me off for 5 days. And I begged him. I was like, please, I can't miss 5 days. I begged him. He was like, my hip was messed up, y'all. So, anyways, he took me off, and I could only miss 2 days. So I was so devastated when they released me. They was like, you can only you've missed 5 days, and you already know the policy is 2. And it was actually, you know what, I think about that now. They was really supposed to put me on a desk or something like that, because I had gotten measured for my uniform. Um, I was assigned to the downtown midnight shift. I had gotten my assignment. I would have been on the alpha shift, which is the midnight shift in downtown area. But they was going to temporarily assign me to vice and narcotic. Everything always works out. Unfortunately, Martoya Lane, who was in my class, we had been PSTs together. Um, we went back through the academy together. She ended up going over to vice and narcotic, and they did a sting, and they busted into a house. And the drug boys claimed they didn't know if it was the police or not, and they shot her. And she had 4 little girls. Obama recognized her, and she lost her life. And she was the nicest person. Oh my God, Lang was so sweet. She was so sweet. I hate that happened to her. Is he, you know what? It kind of went. Is he still doing time for it? Because they got really quiet about that. Because there have been rumors that he was out. I don't know though. Because then they tried to say it was friendly fire. I don't know. I know I hate that happened to Lane. I want to see when Martoya Lane was killed. Because then, her girls should be grown. Because her girls were the same age as mine at that time. Martoya Vion Twanice Woods Lang. She was killed in 2012. Wow. It was 2012. She lost her life in 2012. Wow. She had a small baby. That would mean the child is at least 13 now. Because I don't even think the baby was one. Her other girls were about the same age as my girls, so they are definitely adults now. Yeah. Wow, and it's been a while ago. Yeah, that's true. She was. She was the sweetest person. She really was. But everything happens for a reason. Um, it was such mental anguish getting through that academy. This is when they made you work for it. They just pushing anybody through now. But anyways, I left and I went, I healed up. And I remember my daughter was in the second, one of my daughters was in the second grade. Miss Givens was her second grade teacher. And after I started to heal up, I remember Miss Givens was very spiritual. And she was so kind. And I remember saying to her, you know, um, I had gotten an okay, and my hip was healing up, and I was going to go back through the academy. I was like, I'm going to do it all over again. And I remember Miss Gibbons saying to me, she looked me right in the face. She said, why would you go back to what God took you away from? And I had never thought about it like that, that God intercepted something. And it was definitely an interception. It's just that my journey was over. My journey was over. And I thought about that. And so then I remember I was online one day. I was like, let me just apply. Because I was looking at, Dallas. At that time, Dallas was really stealing Texas was stealing all of MPD officers. So I went online and I remember I filled out an application online. I was like, I wouldn't mind moving to Dallas because I think at that time they was paying like a $20,000 sign on bonus. Um, Even then, the pay was like $25 an hour. That was back then, right? And I remember went online and I left and went to the store. I came back. My mom was like, Dallas Police Department just called you. So um I ended up calling the recruiter back. He was on the phone with me for a long time, trying to get me to come to Dallas to try out, because I told him, I was like, I had gotten to the end of the Memphis Police Department, but I injured myself. I'm starting to heal up. And he was like, oh, yeah, you gotten all the, basically, because Memphis do spend a lot of money on their recruits to get them really good training. At that time, they did. And I had thought about it, right? I had let him talk me into it, and my girls were still young and stuff. And I thought the reason I didn't do it is because I thought I was like, wow, if I pack up and move to Dallas, like I'm not gonna want nobody keeping my children while I'm going through the academy, um, while I'm training. When I do those swing shifts, I'm not gonna be. I don't know. I don't have any family in Dallas. I'm not gonna be willing to leave my children with anybody. No daycares, no overnight cares, nothing. And then the only other option was I could leave them with my mom until I graduated and I stopped doing the swing shift. And I was like, I can't do that. I cannot leave my kids with my mother because I would totally be devastated. Not being able to see my children every single day. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't leave my kids in Memphis and not be in another state, even if it's for a short time. So I just decided against it. And then I moved on away from it because I never went back to MPD or nothing like that. Um, I never did. Yep, I never did. I ended up getting a job at the sheriff's office. And I liked it. Anyway, Sharon. And it's funny how things turn out. I think everything prepared me for now. It always works out. It always work out. It always do. Um, Hold on, you all. Hold on, you all. Y'all know what? Hey, Macy. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I got a few things I need to do. I got a few little things I need to do. I'm not tired. I don't know why I'm wired up. It must be for a reason. But got a few things I need to do. I need to get my exercise in. Y'all know I'm trying to unbig my back, as they say. I'm trying to unbig my back. I'm talking about my backside and all of that. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I love you all. Y'all sleep peacefully tonight. If y'all can, go to Real Talk with Tamara Facebook page at 7:00 Central Time. I will be on the praying line. It will be, I want for you all, I think it would be good, y'all. Let's start a movement where we're coming into agreement. And God put in my spirit to do like a 7-day blessing, like a prayer for 7 days of nothing but miracles. And I think if we come into agreement, that can happen. So y'all come tune into my praying line. The phone number is on my Real Talk with Tamara Facebook page. I got it pinned. 7:00 Central Time, 7:00 a.m. Central Time. Okay. Listen, you all sleep peacefully tonight. Be safe. I love you all. I'll talk to you later.